I think we're live. Are we live? Is it connecting? What are we doing here? Ah, there we go. We are live. You're not the kind of guy I thought I'd fall for. You don't dance, you've got a funky snore. Your housekeeping keeps me at bay. The way you cook your food, my taste buds turn gray. But when I catch a glance of your twinkling eyes, you touch my heart with the soul of your smile. Oh, words like this for me are not easily written, but honey, I can say I'm smitten with you. Six hours out of shot, never thought I would have a fumble so expensive that made me feel good. And strumming on guitars in the middle of the night, I've come to know the joy of being sleep deprived. And when I feel the warmth of your lingering touch, your voice in my ear, I like it so much. Oh, words like this for me are not easily written, but honey, I can say I'm smitten with you. Sometimes I get scared. Is this what they call love? It reaches way down deep, and sometimes it feels rough. We may stay in step, or one or the other may fall, but I'd rather walk this way than go nowhere at all. Never thought that I'd write a love song, but I see my thinking was wrong. You've opened up a brand new world to me. I dance to your music and move to your beat, and when you gaze at me with that goofy expression, the love in your eyes melts all my defenses. Words like this for me are not easily written, but honey, I can say I'm smitten with you. Oh, I'm smitten with you. Oh, yeah. That love bug's bitten. Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be, and welcome to Brunch with Deb, and yes, Am and Bruce, the honeymoon brunch edition. For those of you who have not been following my Facebook feeds, I have news, which is that my boyfriend of many years, there he is, my boyfriend of 16 years, and I finally decided to make it legal. And while you were asleep in the back row not looking, somewhere between one of the brunches and all of my gigs, we ran away to the backyard and got married. So, friends for 23 years, lovers for 16 years, and my husband of 1 month and 2 days. This is Jason Wood. Everyone meet Jason, at least, you know, as far as his picture. Which way is it? There it is. No, that way. Ah, there it is. That's Jason. So that is why I sang Smitten with You. Anyway, not much has changed. We haven't changed our routine at all. It's kind of weird. We're really married. It's like we haven't done anything different than we've been doing, except wearing these weird things on our fingers. Hope you all are well. I'm going to try something here. I want to see. Apparently you can. Aha! I finally figured out how to put comments in the feed where people can see it. So hello, Am and Bruce, and hello, Beth. And I like this greeting all from Am and Bruce. And we've got Axel in here. Thank you so much, Axel Dankeschön, Howlin' Hobbit from YouTube. I can finally show you my YouTube comments. Anyway, thanks, Hobbit. Yep, Jason and I got hitched. We're crazy, momentary insanity, but we're really quite happy. Anyway, I've kind of been tricking you all this time. You see that bouquet of flowers over my right shoulder? It kind of looks like this other bouquet of flowers. That's been on set. That was on the set most of August. That is my wedding bouquet. I was just sneaking along and not saying anything. Anyway, we're not public about it. We were married in middle of September, but we wanted to make sure that we phoned in person all the elder family relatives and all the cousins and aunts and uncles before we published it on social media. So you can understand that some people might have gotten offended if I had just immediately posted it the day of. But enough of that. All right. So it wasn't El Gato Negro that got us together. It was actually, although I wrote a song called El Gato Negro about the black cat who goes around the neighborhood, it was actually my calico cat, Sweet Pea, who got us together, kind of. Sweet Pea didn't like men. She was a calico I had for 14 years, a long time ago. She didn't like men. She would like run every time any of my guy friends came over to the house. But then Jason sort of showed up. We'd been part of the same social circle, hadn't seen him in a while. Then he showed up, and Sweet Pea just sat there and stared at him, and I was like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. But along those lines, I will play Gato Negro, which is about the feline dating service, even though it's about a different cat. Different cat, same story. Here we go. When Match.com and Cupid fail, turn to the black cat in the window. Asleep in the window, soaking up the sunlight. The weight of the world seems to pass you by. But you keep a secret you keep deep inside you, hidden in the colors of your eyes. Oh, Gato Negro, please tell me true. When you make your midnight stroll beneath the moon, is there anyone out there that you know of? Somebody looking for someone to love. Is he tall and handsome or sweet and blonde? A businessman, a craftsman, or a singer of songs? Whoever he is he lonely and blue? Looking for someone to hold on to. Oh, Gato Negro, please tell me true. As you take your midnight stroll beneath the moon, is there anyone out there that you know of? Somebody looking for someone to love. Slip inside his window and purr around his feet. You slip into his heart as you settle there to sleep. Please take him this message. Dear sir, we have not met, but I know you're out there somewhere. May we find each other yet. Asleep in the window, shadow soaking up the sun. Another night is over, another day begun. Ooh, la da da, la da da, la da 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 da. Another day begun, another day begun. Ooh. Gato Negro, black cat. It's about the kitty that goes around the neighborhood finding somebody to love. Hey, Jack, I don't know if I said hey. Jack Plum is here from Illinois. Thank you so much for the congratulations. Did I already put Hobbit up there? I'm having fun with this now that I can figure out how to introduce you all to each other. Woohoo! Thank you. I'm having fun with that. Yeah, it's always kind of bugged me that I didn't know how to share the YouTube folks. I want to say a shout out to Janet and Heidi, who I think are lurking on YouTube. And I just got a text from my friend in France. Oh my gosh. We're an international bunch here. What can I say? So I did say that I had a calico kitty. She was really the one that got Jason and I together. Jason says it's because he bribed her with salmon treats. Yeah, right. El viva el gato negro. That is totally true. That is totally true. Viva el gato negro. This is la verdad. That is the truth. I usually don't do 2 cat songs in the row, but what the heck. This is a little precursor for my Halloween special, which I'll tell you more about later. This is called Calico Shadow. There's a calico shadow that follows me. Wherever I go, there it will be. On silent feet, with a doleful stare, a calico shadow follows me everywhere. That calico shadow is set to pounce on anything that moves around, whether it be friend or enemy. That calico shadow, she's protecting me. What does she think? What does she see when those green eyes stare at me? I'm not alone, there is no doubt. A calico shadow follows me about. Calico shadow once had me duped. Took a little ride down the laundry chute, but in an instant flashed back upstairs. That calico shadow follows me everywhere. What does she think? What does she see when those green eyes stare at me? I'm not alone, there is no doubt. A calico shadow follows me about. What does she think? What does she see when those green eyes stare at me? I'm not alone, there is no doubt. A calico shadow follows me about. The calico shadow is fast asleep, tucked in a ball down at my feet. But I don't dare breathe or start to stir, or that shadow just might wake and purr. What does she think? What does she see when those green eyes Stare at me, I'm not alone. There is no doubt. A calico shadow follows me about. A calico shadow follows me about. That calico shadow, she's the cat's. Meow. Calico Shadow, written for my little calico kitty Sweet Pea. She was the longest lived so far of all my cats. I think Morpheus is starting to catch up. Yeah, Sweet Pea showed up in the backyard one day and just stayed. She was about 3 when she showed up, and she died when she was 17. So she was around here for 14 years. It was 14 years of calico-ness. I hope everyone's doing okay. Really thanks for tuning in, Beth and Ammon and Joe and Axel and Howling Hobbit and Jack Plum. And yeah, it's nice to have the gang here. Anyway. For those of you on Facebook, you should definitely check out a video I just put up, a little clip from my gig at Siglio Cellars on Friday night. I think you all know my song Blame It on the Dog. These little girls had their dog in the restaurant and they were dancing to the song. It was so funny. But that's not what I've come to sing about today. Okay. Deb Seymour Halloween special. What will be coming up is going to be a special show on Wednesday, October 26th. There'll be 2 shows. One at 11 a.m. Pacific and one at 7 p.m. Pacific, where I'm going to pull out all the costumes and all the skeletons in my closet and have a whole Halloween-themed extravaganza. But meanwhile, we'll have the brunches in the meantime. But I just want to let you know, keep checking Facebook, keep checking your email if you're on my list. If you're not on my email list, please do sign up at debseymourmusic.com. You get some free songs when you opt in via the website. Anyway. Yeah, so, hello, Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Lisa Lerman is entered the room. Lisa Lerman, if you have not checked her music out, is a fantastic ukulele player and a fantastic performer, and we did a gig together this past summer in outside Philadelphia, and I hope we could do it again next year. But hey, Lisa, welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, new song time, drum roll, please. Okay. So as I've been saying, in September, end of September, I went to a songwriting retreat about which the focus was co-writing. It was a listening room songwriting retreat in beautiful Idlewild, California. I say that 3 times fast. Anyway, up in the mountains, 2 hours east of LA. And I've played you a new song last week, Whale's Tale, and I played you a new song the week before called Dance in the Rain. And now here's the 3rd song I wrote in that week that I was down there with the beautiful, talented Kelly Armitage. This is about a gypsy woman who can tell everyone's fortune but her own. What is the story? Well, here you go. La Violetta strolls down the lane. Well, that's what the locals call her, but they don't know her name. She dazzles in a rainbow shawl, blonde hair down her back, streaked with dreams and purple strings and chocolate tracks. She lays down the cards. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Who of you wants to see the future? Come to me. Her fingers start to fumble as her heart skips and jumps. It's the man with the moon in his eyes who steps right up and he says, it's a lonely life, Violetta. Why do you roam? What are you running from? Where is your home? Oh, don't you feel raw and worn, traveling from place to place? When will you stop and taste a drop of life's sweet grace? Well, she said, you don't know my story. He said, oh, I think I do. What gives you the right? He said, I was once like you. I wandered through the world trying to numb the pain, but everywhere I went it was more of of the same, and they said, it's a lonely life, my son. Why do you roam? What are you running from? Where is your home? Oh, don't you feel raw and worn, traveling from place to place? When will you stop and taste a drop of life's sweet grace? Okay, then cut the deck. I will take a card, and I will follow where it leads, no matter how hard. He leaned in as she made the pull, and when she saw the ace of hearts, her eyes and tears were full. They said, no more lonely life, Violetta, no more to roam. You can stop your running, I think you found a home. No more feeling raw and worn, traveling from place to place. Now you can stop and taste that drop of life's sweet grace. Oh, no more lonely life, Violetta, no more to roam. You can stop your running, you found your home. Oh, don't you feel raw and worn, traveling from place to place? When will you stop and taste a drop of life's sweet grace? Oh, I said, now you can stop and taste a drop of life's sweet grace. You can stop and taste a drop of life's sweet grace. Oh, you can stop and taste a drop of life's sweet grace. You can stop and taste a drop of life's sweet grace. La Violetta, the purple one. Written by myself and Kelly Armitage. Kelly's a local singer-songwriter in Idlewild, California, and we wrote that as part of the Listening Room Songwriting Retreat. Hey, Michael, nice to see you. Hallie, nice to see you. Michael's... Aw, thanks, Michael. This is Michael Palmieri, my buddy from Philadelphia area. And, oh, Betsy, thank you so much. Yeah, the guitar riff, I don't know where I pulled that up. I came up with that part of the song. I was like, I don't know where I got that one, but it just happened. By the way, Lisa Lerman, Howling Hobbit, has a question. Are you on YouTube? And I happen to know that Lisa is on YouTube, but maybe, Lisa, you can answer, and I can put your picture up in the screen now that I know how to do this. And Betsy Haber, nice to see you, my dear. Nice to see you. You've had quite the trip down to Mexico and in the Southwest and all sorts of places. Anyway, yeah. Okay, I've played La Violetta. Now what am I going to play? Oh, I know what I'm going to play. Ha ha, ha ha. Oh, there. Kathy Meyerson just popped in. No problem, be late. You can always catch the replay. Errands happen. Life happens. Oh, my goodness gracious sakes alive. I know what I'm going to play. Ha ha. I mentioned I'll be doing a Halloween special, two shows on Wednesday, the 26th of October, 11 a.m. Pacific, and again at 7 p.m. Pacific. Here's a Buddy Mondlock song that, well, says it all. I've got a skeleton in my closet. I lock him up with a skeleton key. Something goes boop, I know what caused it. That bony apparition who lives there secretly. Sometimes I let him out in the middle of the day. He rattles all about, but he don't get in my way. He's a rhythm section when he walks, sounds like Morse code when he talks, writes on blackboards without chalk, a calcified anomaly. I've got a skeleton in my closet. I lock him up with a skeleton key. Something goes bump, I know what caused it. That bony apparition who lives there secretly. One night I let him get the door, it was Halloween. He let those little monsters in. You should have heard him scream. He's a high-stepping old galoot. He's got metatarsals in his boot. Plays his shin bone like a flute. Ossified all the way. Oh, I've got a skeleton in my closet. I lock him up with skeleton key. Something goes, I know what caused it. That bony apparition who lives there secretly. He's unusually stable for a modular man, but no one can fall to pieces like a skeleton can. He's a hollow-headed Holy Ghost, lives on pumpkin pie and toast. Bony-breasted boy's the most fun. I said any skeleton can be. Oh, I've got a skeleton in my closet. Don't you? Something goes, I know what caused it. That bony apparition in singular condition, calcified addition, who lives there secretly. That's called Skeleton by the fabulous Buddy Mondlock. I love that song. I love that song. Hobbit, here's the answer to your question. She's under Lisa Lerman Music. Everyone should check out Lisa Lerman and her fabulous collection of ukuleles. And her songs and her originals rock, and her covers rock, and everything rocks. And she is just another talented redhead. What can I say? Oh, anyway, Michael, he says, hi, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Oh, thank you. There you go. Oh, yeah, this is fun. All right, let's see. What do I have here? Well, seeing as I got lucky with, for those of you just tuning in, yes, I finally married my partner of 16 years. We've been together for 16 years, but we've been married for a month and 2 days now. That's Jason Wood. Meet Jason. You probably saw it on Facebook. If you didn't, well, I snuck it in last month when you guys weren't paying attention. Ha 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 ha. That's my wedding bouquet back there. Reusable, totally. Speaking of getting lucky, here's a Mary Chapin Carpenter song for you. Woke up this morning, stumbled out of my rack. Well, I opened up the paper to a page in the back. It didn't take a moment for my fingers to find my daily dose of destiny under my sign. My eyes just about popped out of my head. It said, the stars are stacked against you, girl. Get back in bed. I feel lucky. I feel lucky. No Professor Doom's gonna get in my way. Ooh, I feel lucky today. I went to corner store, gave my numbers to the clerk. The pot's 11 million. I called in sick to work. I bought a pack of Camels, a burritos, and a bark. Crossed against the light, made a beeline for the park. The sky began to thunder, the wind began to moan, and I heard a voice above saying, girl, get her, get home. But I feel lucky. I feel lucky, yeah. No tropical depression's gonna steal my sun away. Ooh, I feel lucky today. Well, 11 million later, I was sitting in the bar. Oh, I bought the house a double, bought the waitress a new car. Dwight Yoakam's in the corner trying to catch my eye. Lyle Lovett's right beside me with his hand up on my thigh. The moral of the story, it's simple, but it's true. The stars might lie, but the numbers never do. I feel lucky. Ooh, I feel lucky, yeah. Dwight, Lyle, boys, no need to fight. Ooh, hot dog, I feel lucky tonight. I feel lucky. Ooh, Woo! I feel lucky, yeah. I think I'll flip a coin, I'm a winner either way. Hot dog, I feel lucky today. Lucky from Mary Chapin Carpenter's Move On album. And hey, Jack, that's awesome. Jack's going to be doing a doo-wop. Jack's also a musician, and Jack's going to be doing a late tribute to the early 80s, late 70s show soon on his YouTube channel, so check it out. And thank you so much, Axel. Oh my God, we're almost at the end of the show. We are at the end of the show. But I will do one last one. Hee. Last one. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's nice to see you. Yeah, this is great. Beth and Axel and Jack and Lisa and Michael and Kathy and Betsy and Hal and Hobbit and Joe and Ammon. And I think I got everybody. Hope I got everybody. And Beth, David, you're right at the top there of my screen. I mean, my scroll. Whatever. There's this thing you can't see. Oh, the behind the scenes stuff. It's just so complicated. Oh, Lisa, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Agnes, I'm sorry, I don't need to keep forgetting Agnes. It's just I don't see the name on the screen. So, but anyway, Guten Abend, Agnes, wie geht's? Agnes is married to Axel. I love the names together, Axel und Agnes. Agnes, thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. Remember to say yes to a positive future. Oh, feel free to contribute to the tip jar if you are so inclined. It always helps. I'm going to be going to the studio again soon. All that money goes to making the next album. But you know that. Anyway, let's talk about a positive future. Thanks for tuning in to Brunch with Deb. As I sit here, prattling on. This is one you can dance to. You think the world is crashing 'cause you see nothing but ashes. You think there's nowhere to run, that the only way out is Armageddon. I say, stop all this talk of doom. I want a change in attitude. I say, stand with me now and lift up your voice, 'cause I know you know how to say yes to a positive future. Say yes. This we can nurture, say yes. It can be done if you reach around and tell everyone to say yes. You say, but how can I do this when all I do feels so useless? Death, war, destruction and poverty, it's dragging me down. Well, I say, stop looking backwards, 'cause now it's forward that matters. Look to the rising sun and open your hearts to what can be done, and say yes to a positive future. Say yes. This we can nurture. Say yes. It can be done if you reach around and tell everyone to say yes. Yes, Michael, I needed to play this today. News is always just crazy. But we can make a difference in all the ways that we can. If you can donate money to a cause, donate money. If you can't donate money, donate your time. If you can do both, that's even greater. But it's also important just to remember that people around you, your close family and friends, they need your love and attention too. As I always say, tell the people you love them sooner rather than later, because you don't know what's going to happen. Tell them to say yes to a positive future. I want to hear you singing through the camera nice and loud. Oh, the time it is now to make opportunity. Ooh, and we know how to build community. Don't let them drag you down in negativity. Oh, the time it is now to say yes to a positive future. Say yes. This we can nurture. Say yes. It can be done if you reach around and tell everyone to say yes to a positive future. Say yes. This we can nurture. Say yes. This we can done if you reach around Si se puede. Hi, Ron. Thoughts of the future, say yes. See, does it be done if you reach around and tell everyone to say yes to a positive future? This we can nurture. Tell everyone to reach out, reach around, reach out and say yes. Tell all your mothers, fathers and brothers, sisters and others, the time it is now to say yes. Say yes to music and yes to love. And here, unknown user I happen to know is Ron Martinez because he's the only person for some reason who sneaks around. But hey, Ron, nice to see you. Si se puede. And hey, Sarah, hi. Oh, I'm glad you needed that. I needed that too. I mean, my life is pretty happy, but I have my moments, and it's always good to know. And nice to see everybody here. We'll be back next Sunday. Let's see if today is the 16th. That'll be the 23rd. 23rd, I'll be back for brunch, and then on October 26th, that's a Wednesday. Stay tuned for the double header. Deb Seymour Halloween special. Ooh, at 11 a.m. morning show and 7 p.m. Pacific time. Eastern show. You can watch twice. Just keep checking your Facebook feeds. And those of you on YouTube, I think most of you are on my emailing list. I will email you if you probably already got something from me about that. But I'll probably send out a reminder. Just don't put me in the spam filter. Love you all. Thank you so much. Have a great week. I'm going to answer all you guys in the chat, and then I'm off to a music jam at my friend Carl's house. So, good day here, despite the smoke in Seattle. It's pretty smoky here right now. Take care. See you next week.